Hello students, welcome to the biology class. How are you all guys? Hello everyone. Aishwari, Rushi, Rohit, Harsha, Vijay, Pratima, Varun, and we are having Queen of the Year is also there, Akanksha, Nilima. How are you all guys? लास्ट की तो जो दो क्लासेस हैं वो नहीं हो पाई, राइट? वो जो तूफान था वो हमारी दो क्लासेस भी लेके चला गया. तो व्हाट वी विल डू एवरी डे 10 minutes 15 minutes we will increase the duration of present class so that we can cover up, right guys? Okay, that's very good. People are still coming. Hello Om, how are you? And Lamborghini, please write your name. And guys, one suggestion, use your name. इतना भी बुरा नहीं है आपका नाम कि आप ये सब नाम यूज करो, right? और अगर आप अपना नाम यूज नहीं करोगे continuously, then definitely you will be banned. You will not be able to attend the classes, right? Okay, Jayendra. So why Lamborghini today? Jayendra, तुम्हारा नाम अच्छा है भाई. Okay. All right. So before 2 days, we were discussing about the vegetative propagation. All right. In the chapter reproduction, we have started studying asexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, हम लोग पहुंच गए थे vegetative propagation पे. तो आज हम स्टार्ट करेंगे रिमेनिंग जो भी बचा हुआ है वेजिटेटिव प्रोपगेशन के बारे में. Vegetative propagation means reproduction, asexual reproduction with the help of vegetative part of plants. I have told you about three different parts, three main parts, vegetative part और उनके modification. What were they? They were root, which we have discussed, right? I have given you the example of sweet potato. Absolutely right, Pratima. Sweet potato, and then stem we need to discuss, and leaves we will discuss. All right. So these three are the vegetative part and their modification. So reproduction with the help of these three is known as vegetative propagation. All right. So today we will discuss about stem and its modification, definitely. Stem. Okay. Now we have divided stem into 4 different types. All right. Basically 3 different types: underground, subaerial, and the particular stem. Okay. So first we will discuss about the underground stem. Underground stem. Okay. Name itself suggesting it is present below the soil. ये soil के अंदर present होते हैं. सर soil के अंदर तो root होता है? नहीं, ये stem है और modification of stem है जो कि root के अंदर present है. Okay, so let's start with the first example. Number 1 is tuber. Tuber. Okay, tubers are found in both root as well as in stem. Here we are discussing about tuber of stem. So example of this is potatoes. Everyone knows this, right, Jayendra? Potato, Solanum tuberosum. All right. Now question arises that, sir, it is present underground. Why we can or how we can say that it's a stem, not root? Yes, can anyone tell me the answer? Why tuber is stem, not a root? ये एक stem कैसे है, root क्यों नहीं है? कैसे हमने डिसाइड किया कि ये जमीन के अंदर होने के बावजूद root नहीं है, stem है? Yes, anyone? Any answer? Jayendra, Pratima, Rohit, Harsha. Yes. Three Cheers is saying contains nodes on it. Definitely. Absolutely right. You all have seen potato. Potato is like this, right? Just कैसे भी फैला होता है. उसके ऊपर you have seen the eyes of potato. These like structure. All right, potatoes. These are nothing. These are nodes, and nodes are found on stem. Right. That's how we can say that potato is not a root. It's a shoot. It's a stem because it is having nodes on it. Definitely, absolutely right. Sir, nodes on stem are present like this, right? But they are present irregularly anywhere. Then how we can compare potato with a normal stem? Potato is formed, it's a tuber, and tubers are formed by the storage of food. Okay, they are full of starch. So when they store food, they get swollen up. ये फूल जाते हैं. That's why the position of nodes, all right, ये पूरा differ हो जाती है. Okay, यहाँ पे scattered हो जाती है. All right. Right, Pratima. In eye of potatoes में से bud arise होती है, and from that bud new plant can be formed. Okay? आपने देखा होगा पुराने आलू से छोटे-छोटे से plantlets उगने लगते हैं. All right? That is that phenomena only. Okay, so that is Solanum tuberosum, example of tuber. Next is bulbs. Next type of underground stem, all of you have seen, bulbs. All right. Bulb is formed by flashy structure like this. And it is having a disc here from which roots arises. So this structure complete is known as bulb, and it is again a modified stem. All of you have seen onion. Onion is the example of bulb, Allium cepa, and it is present under the ground. That's why we have placed it here. Okay. Yes, garlic is also Allium sativum. Coming to the third, that is corms. All right, these are underground stem but having circular nodes like this. These are having circular nodes with them. All right, and they are having patterns, band also on them like this. Okay, and it is the ground. Here they are having their shoots. So corm look like this. Okay, they are having circular nodes. Okay, and the example of this is zamican. All of you have heard zamican, amorphophallus. Okay, amorphophallus is the example of this. And colocasia. Colocasia बहुत common है. In Marathi it is known as, in Hindi it is known as Arbi, and in Marathi it is known as, yes, anyone? Adu badi, right? Yes, so that is the plant which is forming corm. Next is rhizome. Rhizome. All right. Now, rhizome grows like this. I'm drawing it here only. Rhizome. Here it is having the shoot. Okay. They are also having the pattern, banded pattern like this. Okay. So this is rhizome. And rhizome, alukan. Okay, that's very good. Yes, this is rhizome, and the example of plants in which rhizome is found is ginger and banana. Okay, those who are familiar with banana plant or banana plantation, they must be knowing that with the help of rhizomes only, ऑलराइट, बनाना की खेती होती है, बनाना का प्लांटेशन किया जाता है. Banana does not have any seed. That's why rhizome are used for its cultivation. Okay, sir, both are underground, corm as well as rhizome. Then what is the difference between these two? इनमें difference क्या है? Okay, people are writing rhizome is found in ginger. Yes, you are correct. No, sugarcane का नहीं. Sugarcane is different. We will discuss it later on. Sugarcane last में discuss करेंगे. Yes, मुझे आप इन दोनों के बीच में difference बताओ. Corm and rhizome, how they are different? Both are underground. Both looks like same, right? Then what is the difference? क्यों हमने अलग अलग रखा? या तो rhizome में दोनों को रख देते या तो corm में दोनों को रख देते. हाँ? What is the difference, बच्चों? Absolutely right, Husaina. Brilliant. Absolutely right. The plane of growth of corm is like this. Okay? It is vertical in the ground. Whereas the plane of growth of rhizome is like this. Horizontal. Okay? This is the main difference between corm and rhizome. Clear to everyone? The plane of growth. It is vertical. Absolutely right, Husaina. Brilliant. Very good, brilliant. This is the main difference. Another difference is that corm is also having circular nodes, which are not generally seen in rhizome. Okay? All right. Now, moving on to the next type of rhizome done, then we have to okay, 3 cheers has asked one question. But a sympodial is related with the inflorescence, the branching pattern actually. Okay, that we will discuss in the when we will discuss about the morphology. Okay, that then we will discuss this sympodial branching pattern. Yes, what I was telling you. Rhizome done. Next is suckers. The last type of underground stem is suckers. Okay, sucker is nothing. There is a plant. Okay, this is ground. Sucker runs here and forms new plant. One of the branch of stem goes underground, run like this. It is having roots all over it. This is the sucker, this structure. All right. Yes, and the best example of plant in which suckers are found is mint. Absolutely right. And one of the flowering plant is also there, chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum is also having or possess suckers. All right. Now आगे जाके एक runner करके भी आएगा, तो आपको दोनों का difference पता होना चाहिए. Runner is not placed in underground stem, whereas sucker is an underground stem. Okay, so you need to remember this. Okay, so that finishes your underground stem. Then comes the second category, subaerial. Subaerial stem, which means it is aerial, but it grows near to the soil plane. It grows near to the soil plane. Okay. Subaerial stem. All right. In subaerial stem, number one category or number one is runners. Runners. All right. Runners are, this is the shoot, this is ground. Runners grow like this. They are present above the ground and they are having roots all over them. Okay, so this structure is runner. and these are found in lawn grasses. Yes, Pratima, they are also known as creeping stem because they are just growing on the soil, okay, near the soil. Yes, so I was telling you the example, lawn grass. All of you have seen grass. Grass is having the structure like this. These are known as runners. Other example of plant which is having runner is centella. Yes, Pratima, absolutely right. Okay. So these are runner. Number two are stolons. Stolons. Okay. Now, how stolons appear or look like? This is the shoot. This is the soil. This is one of the branch of shoot. Grows like this. And when it touches the ground, it give rise to another shoot. Okay. So this structure is known as stolon. Okay. This is known as stolon. And it is found in strawberry and Wellisnaria. So here you are observing the difference between stolons and runners. Both are different. Runners just grow near to the soil and stolons are arched branches, right? Like this. Yes. So they are found in strawberry and Wellisnaria. Coming to the third type of subaerial stem, and that is offsets. Okay. Now, what are offsets? Basically, they are found in aquatic plant, and the example of plant in which offsets are found is Eichhornia. Okay. Eichhornia is also known as terror of Bengal. Eichhornia. Terror of Bengal. Why? Because Bengal is having, each village of Bengal is having its own pond. All right. And so water bodies are many in Bengal. They grow continuously, uncontrollably in water bodies. Okay. They cover whole surface of water. All right. And stops the photosynthesis by planktons. This diminishes the oxygen present in water, and later all the aquatic life, the fishes and other creatures die. Okay, and gradually they continuously grow with a fast rate, and gradually they fill that pond. That pond will become a plain ground in few years. So that's why it is known as terror of Bengal. And nowadays you will find Eichhornia in every part of India. Okay, so now it has become terror of complete India. Okay, ये बहुत जल्दी ग्रो होता है और बहुत नुकसान करता है वाटर बॉडीज को, aquatic life को. Yes, Husaina, it is known as invasive weed. आपको पता है ये बहुत अच्छा दिखता था, इसीलिए इसको इंडिया लाया गया, और इंडिया लाके पैलेसेस में जो छोटे छोटे से वाटर बॉडीज होते थे उनमें इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया. वहां से ये पता नहीं कैसे एक्सीडेंटली नेचुरल वाटर बॉडीज में पहुंच गया, और अब ये बहुत बड़ा सिरदर्द बन चुका है हमारी वाटर बॉडीज के लिए. ठीक है, इसको क्लीन करना बहुत ही मुश्किल है. क्लीन करेंगे ये फिर से ग्रो हो जाता है, तो ये बहुत बड़ा सरदर्द है हमारी वाटर बॉडीज के लिए. ओके, यस यस बेटा, इट इज फाउंड एवरीवेयर, कंप्लीट इंडिया में मिलता है ये. एंड व्हाई वी आर कॉलिंग इट एज इन्वेसिव वीड? ये कहीं पे भी कैसे भी कंडीशन में ग्रो हो जाता है, राइट? इन्वेड कर देता है किसी भी वाटर बॉडी में, and it's unwanted. That's why it is known as weed. All right. So that was about, yes, we were discussing offset. This is the example in which offset is found. Now, how you will describe offset? Offset are one internode long shoot or stem they will give rise to a new plant. Eichhornia looks like this. Okay, Here are the roots. This is offset, giving rise to another plant. This is the offset, one internode long stem. Okay. Pratima, Sheval is algae, I guess. Yes, Jayendra. It is algae. Yes. In Hindi, algae are known as Sheval. And they are different. Alright, so offset is there. 3 example of subaerial stem. I hope you know the difference now. What is the difference between these 3? Okay. Now moving on to the next category, that is aerial shoot or aerial stem, the third part. The third part, aerial stem or shoot. Okay, this is simple stem or shoot which is used for the growth of new plant. The best example of this is sugar cane. All right. हिंदी में इसको हिंदी में बेटा जलकुंभी बोलते हैं. राइट प्रतिमा? आइकॉर्निया को हिंदी में जलकुंभी बोला जाता है. एंड in English, it is having a common name, water hyacinth. Right. So, aerial stem we are talking about, definitely sugarcane is the example. जिस किसी ने भी sugarcane का cultivation देखा है, right? उसकी खेती देखी है, उन्होंने देखा होगा कि sugarcane के भी seeds नहीं होते हैं. अब जब seeds नहीं होते हैं, तो how you will cultivate them? Vegetative propagation is the only solution. So, pieces of stem which is having 1 or 2 nodes like this are used, are sown in the soil. After some time, definitely these are having buds on them. All right, nodes are having buds on them. This is the bud. And after some time, this bud will give rise to new plant. All right, new plant. So that is how sugarcane is cultivated. Hello, Varun. कहाँ गायब हो गए थे? You were there in the starting. Okay, not an issue. We have covered stem, complete stem. All right. So that was about stem. Now moving on to the next part, vegetative part, which can be used for propagation, that is leaves. Okay, leaves. Now, whenever we talk about vegetative propagation through leaves, एक plant का picture हमारे मन में पहले आ जाता है, and that plant is okay, not an issue, Varun. You can see the recording also. Online का यही फायदा है कि आप बाद में recording भी refer कर सकते हो. प्रतिमा, क्लास की मस्ती क्लास में. I mean not in online class. Okay. So bryophyllum I was talking about. Bryophyllum का picture सबसे पहले हमारे मन में आता है, right? Whenever we are talking about vegetative propagation through leaves. ब्रायोफाइलम में क्या होता है? बहुत बड़ी बड़ी लीव्स होती है, राइट, लाइक दिस, एंड एट द मार्जिन्स ऑफ लीव्स स्मॉल प्लांटलेट्स आर फॉर्म्ड with roots also. Okay, and gradually they grow, obtaining nourishment from parent leaf, and finally they will be separated from the parent leaf and grow into soil independently. Okay, Now focus. Absolutely right, Rushi. Example is bryophyllum. Okay. So leaves में हम example लिख देते हैं bryophyllum or bryophyllum, also known, also it is called as. Okay. Other than bryophyllum, you must have heard the name of a plant, walking fern. Walking fern in Pteridophyta, Ediantum caudatum. उसमें भी लीव्स के थ्रू ही वेजिटेटिव प्रोपगेशन होता है. मैंने शायद आपको बताया होगा क्यों उसको वॉकिंग फर्न बोलते हैं, क्योंकि जहां पे भी उसकी लीव्स टच होती है वहां पे एक नया प्लांट ग्रो करने लगता है. तो इट्स लुक लाइक के दिस प्लांट इज वॉकिंग, गिविंग राइज टू न्यू प्लांट इन ऑन एवरी स्टेप, राइट? Yes. So that was about vegetative propagation through leaves. Now, two other modification of aerial part of the plant are also there. Number one, other than stem, leaves, and roots, modification of aerial part. Number one is, which is also helping in vegetative propagation. These are bulbils. Bulbils. Okay. Bulbils are what? These are flashy or mass of cells, okay, which give rise to a new plant after detaching themselves from the parent plant. So ये एक flashy mass of cell होते हैं जो एक नए plant को बनाते हैं, right? And bulbils are found in, yes, everyone has already written, they are found in agave, all right? Pineapple is also there. In pineapple you will find bulbils. Okay, these are some important examples. Yes, Pratima, oxalis is the name of plant. Okay, all right. One question, guys, have you seen yam? YAM, yam. आप लोगों ने याम देखा है? It is also brownish in color and इसको भी consume किया जाता है, खाया जाता है, right? So in yam also, yes, Hussaina, the botanical name of yam is Dioscorea. इसके अंदर भी bulbils मिलते हैं, ठीक है? You just Google on the Google images the picture of yam, then you will get the picture, get to know the picture. Okay, so that was about bulbils. Coming to turion. Okay, second modification is turion. I hope it is visible. Yes, it is visible. Turions are just like bulbils. They are also the flashy mass of plant, all right, but they are flashy buds and they are meant for passing the unfavorable condition. Once the unfavorable condition goes or passed, they will grow to form a new plant. And turions are found in I'm sorry, Utricularia. All of you have heard about this. Utricularia. Utricularia, in which turions are formed. Yes, another example, correct, Pratima, Potamogeton. Okay, these two are the plants in which turions are formed. All right, so that finishes your natural vegetative propagation in which no human involvement was there. Okay, ये naturally होता है. Now we need to discuss artificial vegetative propagation in which human involvement is there. Okay, so let's start with artificial vegetative propagation. Names itself suggesting that artificial means हमारा involvement होगा इसमें. और number one type of artificial vegetative propagation is cuttings. आपने देखा होगा जैसे ही मॉनसून स्टार्ट होता है, बारिश का मौसम, डिफरेंट प्लांट्स की कटिंग हम लोग लगाते हैं टू डेवलप अ न्यू प्लांट. कहीं किसी के घर अच्छा लग जाता है कोई प्लांट, तो वहां से कटिंग ले आते हैं, कई बार चोरी भी करके ले आते हैं, राइट? तो दिस इज नोन एज कटिंग. अब कटिंग किस पार्ट की है? ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस डिफरेंट टाइप्स आर देयर. ओके, सो नंबर वन इज रूट कटिंग. रूट कटिंग. अब रूट कटिंग का एग्जाम्पल है रास्पबेरी, लेमन एंड ऑरेंज. ठीक है, इनकी रूट्स अगर कट करके फिर से लगाई जाए कहीं और, दे विल गिव राइज टू अ न्यू प्लांट. ओके, सो एग्जाम्पल आर रास्पबेरी, लेमन एंड ऑरेंज. ओके, ऑलराइट. देन स्टेम कटिंग. स्टेम कटिंग वेरी कॉमन. हम लोग रोज का प्लांट ऐसे ही तैयार करते हैं, राइट? यस, एब्सोल्युटली राइट. So example of stem cutting will be your rose, carnations, croton, tapioca, etc. All right. Then coming to leaves. हम लोग leaves की cutting भी यूज करते हैं to develop new plant. And the example of leaf cutting or the plant for which leaf cuttings can be used is Bryophyllum. All right. Yes, Bryophyllum, begonia. These are the important example. Acha, one more example of leaf cutting. All of you have seen that plant which looks like a cactus and give the appearance of snake. That's why the common name of this plant is snake plant. In snake plant also, leaves are used for vegetative propagation, right? Yeah, yes, right, Rushi. It is known as Sansevieria. All right. So that was about cutting, the first artificial mode of vegetative propagation. Coming to next, second mode of artificial vegetative propagation, and that is layering. All right. What you will do in this, name itself suggesting, you will cover a plant with the help of soil or the grafting soil which is containing different phytohormones, all right, and providing it water, supply of water. After some time, what you will see, that old plant is giving rise to new plant by forming roots. That type of method is known as layering. Okay, so we will discuss two important layering, that is mound layering and air layering. First we will discuss about mound layering. Mound layering. Okay, now what happened in this? Acha, I'm sure all of you have heard of biennial, perennial, yes, seasonal plants. ये सब terms clear हैं? All right, in Marathi it is known as Nagfani. All right, yes, because it looks like snake, that's why. Right, so in mound layering, let's say कोई plant है जिसने अपनी life span complete कर ली है, right? But उस plant में बहुत अच्छे characters थे. अच्छे characters मतलब वो बहुत अच्छा flowering yield दे रहा था, fruits दे रहा था, राइट? तो आपको उसके जैसा ही एक और प्लांट बनाना है, बट अब उसकी लाइफ स्पैन पूरी हो गई. तो व्हाट यू विल डू, सपोज दिस इज द प्लांट, ओके, दिस इज द रूट, you will prune all the leaves, you will cut down all the leaves like this, because this plant has completed its life. Only a small stem will be left. Now you will cover this stem with grafting clay. This grafting clay consists of different phytohormones and nutrients. Okay. After some time, after some day, you will observe that leaves have started forming from this shoot. Okay. You will uncover it. Now your new plant is ready for use. So this is how mound layering takes place. Okay. Yes, an example of plants for which mound layering is preferred are apple, pear. देखो, because this is artificial mode of vegetative propagation, human involvement, and human is very selfish. वो अपने मतलब के लिए ही plants को grow करवाएगा, जिनसे उसको कुछ produce मिल रहा होगा. तो definitely example में वही वाले सारे plants आएंगे जो कोई प्रोड्यूस दे रहे होंगे. ठीक है, कुछ फ्लावर्स दे रहे होंगे, फ्रूट दे रहे होंगे. ठीक है, तो एग्जांपल ऑफ माउंड लेयरिंग, प्लांट्स अंडरगोज माउंड लेयरिंग आर एप्पल, पेयर, ऑरेंज, लेमन, एक्सेट्रा, जैस्मिन. These all are the examples. Strawberries, right? Yes. Now moving on to the second type of layering, that is air layering. Okay, air layering. It is also known as GUT, right? Now what happened in air layering? यहाँ पे माउंड लेयरिंग में हमने क्या किया था, सॉइल में ही उसकी रूट्स थी. यहाँ पे जो एरियल पार्ट है प्लांट का, उससे हम एक नया प्लांट बनाएंगे. ठीक है, कैसे? लेट्स से दिस इज द प्लांट. This is one branch. Okay, this plant is very good, having very good characters. बहुत अच्छा yield देता है ये. तो इसी का हमको इसी के जैसा एक और प्लांट बनाना है. What we will do? We will make a cut here, ring cut here. सारा bark निकाल देंगे like this. I hope it is visible. Yes, and then we will cover it by grafting clay. अभी मैंने बताया था grafting clay is rich in phytohormones and nutrients. Phytohormones will initiate root formation from here. अच्छा, इसके बाद हमने एक और लेयर से कवर किया. ओके, एंड इसको वाटर सप्लाई दिया ताकि कंटिन्यूअसली ये वेट रहे. ओके, यस. तो कुछ वीक्स के बाद यहां पे रूट फॉर्मेशन इनिशिएट हो गया. जब रूट्स थोड़ी बड़ी हो गई तब हमने इसको अनकवर किया लाइक दिस, कट किया और हमारा न्यू प्लांट रेडी है, which is having same properties, same characteristics as its parent plant. Okay, तो ये भी, इसके भी एग्जाम्पल कौन से होंगे? जो आपको कोई प्रोड्यूस दे रहे हैं. An example of these plants are your lychee, pomegranate, China rose, orange, lemon, etc. Okay, so this is air layering, also known as GUT. Jayendra, aeroponics is different. In aeroponics, you are cultivating plants without the help of soil. Okay, that is aeroponic. Here we are providing that grafting clay for the development of roots. Okay, is this tissue culture also an artificial method of? Yes, definitely. Tissue culture, it involves human, and wherever human involvement is there, it is classified under artificial method. Okay. Yes, so that was about layering, important one we have discussed. Then coming to the third type of artificial method known as grafting. All right, what happened in grafting? Two different plants, all right, are united to form one. That procedure is known as grafting. Sir, why this is necessary? दो प्लांट है अलग अलग, हमने उनको मिला के एक कर दिया, उससे हमारा फायदा क्या हुआ? देखो सबसे पहले मैंने बताया फायदा नहीं होता तो ह्यूमन ये पूरा मेथड करता ही नहीं, राइट? फायदा हमें ये हुआ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप जैसे इन महाराष्ट्र यू वांट टू कल्टीवेट, just a vague example, right? You want to cultivate apples, but apples यहाँ पे होते नहीं है, right? Let's say apples को root system और soil root system जो है वहीं पे चलता है, जहां हिमाचल और जहां पे भी कश्मीर वगैरह में जो एप्पल होता है, ठीक है? तो what you will do, you will select a plant which is having better root system in Maharashtra in this particular soil, okay? And then you will cut the shoot of apple plant and then assemble them. This process is known as grafting. So you are taking a root system, a better root, developed root system, all right? Plant whose root system is used is known as stalk, okay? And plant whose shoot system is used, okay, is known as scion. So for grafting we require scion and stalk. क्या फायदा है, क्या एडवांटेज है इन दोनों को कंबाइन करने का? आफ्टर कंबाइनिंग वी आर हैविंग अ बेटर शूट सिस्टम एंड अ बेटर रूट सिस्टम in one plant only, okay? Yes, absolutely, definitely इस joining के लिए आपको joining grafting clay का यूज करना पड़ेगा, then you need to tie them, all right? After some time they will make a connection with each other, okay? All right, now one question, so I hope you understand this. Now on the basis of the shape of cut there are different types of grafting: tongue grafting, crown grafting, wedge grafting, right? So that is you can understand very easily. One question guys, let's say the ploidy of stalk is 3N, just an assumption, okay? We are assuming the ploidy of stalk is triploid and the ploidy of scion is, let's say, diploid, all right? Now हमने एक ग्राफ्टिंग करके इन दोनों को कंबाइन कर दिया, सब सुन रहे हैं ध्यान से? ऑल राइट, इन दोनों को कंबाइन कर दिया। अब कॉम्बिनेशन के बाद जब यहाँ पे फ्रूट्स लगे तो इन फ्रूट्स की प्लॉइडी क्या होगी? यस, इन फ्रूट्स की प्लॉइडी क्या होगी? स्टॉक था ट्रिप्लॉइड, सायन था डिप्लॉइड, फ्रूट्स की प्लॉइडी क्या होगी? वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन आई एम आस्किंग. What will be the ploidy of fruit? I hope question is clear to everyone. मैंने आपको कंडीशन बता दी है. स्टॉक इज ट्रिप्लॉइड, सायन इज डिप्लॉइड. फ्रूट्स जो लगेंगे उनकी प्लॉइडी क्या होगी? 3 cheers is saying 2n with might be, which means not confident. Nilima Patil is saying 2n. Okay. Other people? Yes. Apply करो, थोड़ा brain apply करो. Varun is also saying 2n. Jayendra is saying as Sayan 2n. Okay. Pratima is also saying 2n. And other people are not saying anything. They are just observing. Okay, yes, majority of you are right. That is 2n. Because this is not the genetic mixing of two plant. Genetic mixing नहीं हो रही है यहाँ पे, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Just physical association हो रही है और उसी से यूनाइट किया जा रहा है दो प्लांट्स को. जेनेटिक रिकॉम्बिनेशन बिल्कुल नहीं हो रहा है. इसीलिए जो सायन की प्लॉइडी है वही फ्रूट्स की प्लॉइडी होगी, साइन की प्लॉइडी है 2n, तो फ्रूट्स की प्लॉइडी भी 2n ही होगी. ऑलराइट, यस, ओके, सो good, all of you have given right answer, very good. That was about grafting, stalk and sign. Coming to micro propagation, next method, next artificial method, micro propagation. It is also known as tissue culturing. Fourth one, micro propagation, also known as tissue culturing. Okay, yes, so what happened in tissue culturing? You take few cells from a plant and then culture them artificially in laboratory. Okay, and finally plantlets are formed in laboratory itself by culturing those cells collected from the plant. This process is known as micro propagation. What happened in this? Let's say ये कोई plant है, okay? इसके पास बहुत अच्छे अच्छा, this is not visible. Wait. I will draw here. This is one plant which is having very good characters. All right. बहुत अच्छी प्रॉपर्टीज है इसके पास, जेनेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज. इसकी ईल्ड जो है वो बहुत अच्छी होती है. तो आप क्या करोगे? आप इसके सेल्स जनरली मेरिस्टेम से लिए जाते हैं. ओके, दिस इज द मेरिस्टेम पार्ट. मेरिस्टेमेटिक सेल्स लोगे. लेट्स से आपने सेल्स का पीस ले लिया और इसको फिर ग्रो करवाओगे आर्टिफिशियली in nutrient media. This is the test tube filled with nutrient media, artificial nutrient media. You will place that tissue on this and seal it with cotton plug. All right, cotton plug इसलिए क्योंकि gaseous exchange भी होना जरूरी है. All right, yes. So after some day you will provide everything, light and all the gases, essential gases. After some day you will see that in this slant, this test tube is also known as slant, mass of tissue, mass of cells, undifferentiated mass of cell is grown. That undifferentiated mass of cell is known as callus. We call it callus. Right, absolutely right, Rushi. Callus is grown. Okay, and this callus further form the plantlet by consuming this nutrient media. All right, sir, why we are doing this? Why we have not opted for cutting or the above options? The advantages of micropropagation over these three is that you will obtain disease-free plants, and from few cells you will get number of plantlets. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा था? एक प्लांट की कटिंग यूज कर रहे थे आप. अब वो प्लांट छोटा है, ज्यादा कटिंग आपको दे नहीं सकता है, तो नंबर ऑफ न्यू प्लांट्स फॉर्म्ड वो भी कम होंगे. यहाँ पे आपको सिर्फ थोड़ा सा सैंपल लेना है टिश्यू का. उस एक सैंपल से आपके कई प्लांटलेट्स डेवलप हो सकते हैं. राइट, सो दिस इज द एडवांटेज. प्लस लेट्स से आपने कटिंग लिया और उसके ऊपर कोई पैथोजन का अटैक हो चुका था, तो आपके जो नए प्लांटलेट बनेंगे, नए प्लांट बनेंगे, वो भी डिजीज्ड होंगे. यहां पे वी हैव टेकन सैंपल फ्रॉम the apical part, apical meristem, which is generally pathogen free. वहां पे वायरस वगैरह बैक्टीरिया अटैक नहीं कर सकते, तो वो वाले सेल डिजीज फ्री प्लांट जनरेट करेंगे. एंड दिस इज फास्ट मेथड फॉर डेवलपिंग मोर नंबर ऑफ प्लांट्स. That's why micro propagation is opted before these three. अब डिसएडवांटेज क्या है? पूरा एक सेटअप होना चाहिए इसके लिए. Without setup, you cannot use micro propagation. Okay? Cutting, layering, grafting. You do not require any setup, but a complete laboratory is required for micro propagation. Yes, right. 3 chairs. They are also known as clones of parent plant. Okay, same copy of parent plant. Right. So this is micro propagation technique. इसमें भी बहुत अच्छा करियर स्कोप है. आगे जाके अगर आप प्लांट साइंसेस में कुछ करना चाहते हैं तो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ स्कोप. ओके, ऑलराइट. So that was about micro propagation, the last part. Now coming to the advantages and disadvantages of vegetative propagation. It is just like asexual reproduction जो हम पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, राइट? मेट की जरूरत नहीं होती है, फास्ट होता है. प्रोजेनीज जो होते हैं प्लांट्स वो बिल्कुल सेम होते हैं पेरेंट्स की तरह, वो उन्हीं के कैरेक्टर्स लिए हुए, राइट? तो ये सब इसके एडवांटेजेस हो जाएंगे. इसके डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या होंगे बच्चों? वेजिटेटिव प्रोपगेशन के डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या होंगे? यस, एनी डिसएडवांटेज? Yes. Any disadvantage of vegetative propagation? No one is saying anything. Let me tell you. Because seeds are not formed in vegetative propagation. Seed जो है sexual reproduction से produce हो रहा है. इसीलिए यहाँ पे जो भी structure use हो रहे हैं वेजिटेटिव प्रोपगेशन में, दे आर सॉफ्ट टिश्यू. या तो वो लीव्स होंगे या वो स्टेम होंगे, राइट? तो उनके डीके होने का चांस बहुत ज्यादा है. मतलब यू आर नॉट एबल टू स्टोर देम फॉर लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. सीड्स को आप कई दिनों तक, कई महीनों तक स्टोर कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे वेजिटेटिव पार्ट्स को आप इतना लंबा स्टोर नहीं कर सकते हो. यस हुसैना, this is the advantage actually, right? We are talking about disadvantages. फिर दूसरा डिसएडवांटेज वही, वेरिएशन नहीं होगा. तो सडन चेंज हो गया एनवायरनमेंट में, दे आर नॉट एबल टू कोप with that change, right? Okay. And third is that because they grow very fast, they produce ओवरक्राउडिंग. बहुत ज्यादा प्लांटेशन कर देगा, राइट? इससे ओवरक्राउडिंग के अपने बेनिफिट्स हैं एंड नुकसान भी हैं. तो वी आर काउंटिंग इट एज इन डिसएडवांटेज. ऑलराइट, सो दैट फिनिशेस वेजिटेटिव प्रोपगेशन. नेक्स्ट वी नीड टू डिस्कस इज सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द न्यू टॉपिक, सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. Now, already we have compared asexual and sexual reproduction with each other. So now we know that it's a biparental, exception hermaphrodite animals in which it is uniparental, right? Gametes are formed in sexual reproduction. The sex cells are produced. Yes, Varun, you're right. All right. Gametes are produced. These gametes will further fuse with each other. Process is known as fertilization. And after fertilization, development of progeny known as embryogenesis is found in sexual reproduction. The progeny formed is not the genetic copy of its parent. It is having variation from them. This variation, the useful variation, is helping in the process of evolution, right? Why I have said the useful variation? Because variation can be anything. It's the change. It can be useful or harmful. So useful changes will be able to cope with the changing environment, all right, and thus they help in the evolution process, right? Okay. So these are some important, or this is the introduction of sexual reproduction we have already discussed. Now, coming to the origin of sex, all right, how when male and female differently or dimorphism started. If we talk about animal kingdom, all right, so sexual dimorphism started from worms, roundworms. Remember? Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So roundworms, वहां से sexual dimorphism start हुआ था. Separate male and female are present. Okay. Now, if we talk about plants, plants में sexual dimorphism, male and female separate, कहां से start हुआ था? Any guesses? In plants, separate male and female. Fungi. Are we considering fungi as plants? Yes, in fungi also, separate male and female are present. But if strictly we are talking about plant kingdom, then algae, all right, like Chlamydomonas, all right, and Eulothrix. From these, sexual dimorphism started in plants. Okay, right. And very clear, absolutely right, Usana, very clear is seen in Bryophyta, right? Archegonium, etc. Okay. Now, coming to the types of sexual reproduction. Okay. So, there are mainly two different types of sexual reproduction. Two different types of sexual reproduction. Number one is syngamy. All right, syngamy, which means fusion of gametes. Okay. Now, on the basis of whether this fusion is taking place outside the body of an animal or inside the body of an animal, syngamy is of two different types. Endogamy, name itself suggesting that fusion of gametes is taking place inside the body of an organism. This is also known as internal fertilization. And all of you know the example of animals which are doing internal fertilization, in which it is seen. Next is exogamy. Okay. Name itself suggesting the fusion of gametes will be